Hi, it's me, Ellen. I often get questions like, how should I start with WordPress? I don't know where to start. And if I could give some beginner's tips or just a checklist on what to follow. So I want to do this in the video today. So if you want to start a website or a blog with WordPress, the first thing you have to decide if you want to have a self-hosted WordPress website or a website hosted by WordPress.com. The main differences are that with WordPress.com, you don't need to worry about anything like security or plugins. You don't need to install plugins. Actually, you cannot install plugins. This is one of the main differences. So there are more limitations, but it's also, I think, for very beginners, the easier option. You can set up your blog really easily. You don't need to find a hoster or find the right hosting package and install WordPress and manage everything and set up everything yourself. This also is not too difficult, but if you just don't want to worry about anything or don't want to learn how to set up your own self-hosted WordPress website, I think a good starting point is the WordPress.com option. But as I mentioned, there are also a lot more limitations, so you cannot install plugins. So a lot of things you can do on your self-hosted blog, it's just not possible on WordPress.com. Also, you cannot upload and install any kind of theme. You can only use the themes available on WordPress.com. And there are a lot of free themes on there, the same ones also available for self-hosted websites. But with premium themes, there are a lot more limitations. So you have to look on the WordPress.com website and just install themes there. The prices are also a little bit different, I think. I will link to a blog post I read a while ago comparing the prices. But from my experience and what I know is that you will pay a little bit less money if you run your self-hosted website and you have a lot more options. It really depends what you want to do with your website. If you want to have more options, maybe you want to add a store later on or just sell something on your own website, and you definitely want your own domain name, and you're not too scared of installing plugins or looking for your own security of your website. With plugins, I think WordPress.org with the self-hosted website is the better option in my opinion, but that's really just a personal opinion. But if you really want to be hassle-free and maybe just run a private blog or something, or just try WordPress out, you can go with the WordPress.com option. Because the WordPress.com option is a little bit easier, now in this video I will continue giving tips for running a self-hosted WordPress site. So the next step you want to do if you want to run a self-hosted WordPress site and register your own domain name and host your website yourself, your WordPress installation, the first thing you need to do is to find a hoster and a hosting package. And there are recommendations already on the WordPress.org website you can follow. And one tip is to look out for a hoster that offers WordPress website hosting packages already, like prepared packages for WordPress. So this makes sure you have your MySQL database, which you will need for WordPress, and especially a one-click install. So you don't need to download the WordPress installation and upload it. It's already pre-installed and you just need to actually click one button in your admin area and it's a lot easier. So this is a very good tip to look out for. Then of course you need your own domain and you need to find a domain that's still available. That sometimes can be a problem. So there are search tools with every hosting provider, and you can search if your desired name is still available, or you can look for alternatives. So this is the next step. So once you have your domain name and the hoster, you can purchase the hosting package you need and you can register your domain name, which also has a yearly price, but it's really not too expensive. So then in your admin area on your hosting package, you look for the WordPress installation. Of course, with every provider, this is a little bit different. If you choose one of these WordPress packages, then it should be really easy and you can install your WordPress software. Then after the first login, you can install a number of plugins that are recommended, especially to protect you against spam, common spam, and also to give your website a little bit more security. I will do an extra video on this because it's a really important subject, and I often get asked like what plugins I recommend or what plugins you should install, and since there are so many plugins out there, it's super confusing at the beginning. So I will do another video with a list of plugins we recommend, and just link this here in the description box. And once you have the main plugins installed, of course you can always add further plugins later. You just need to choose your theme. And this is, in my opinion, a big advantage because you can just install any theme you like, any free theme in the WordPress directory for free themes, or any premium theme you find that suits your website the best. So this is the big advantage if you have your self-hosted WordPress site, and then you can choose your theme you want and upload it and install it. And then once you have your theme installed, you are ready to go and just write your first post or write your first page and add your content to your website. I know this probably sounds a little bit confusing at the beginning, and it's a lot for first-time WordPress users, but once you have installed your blog, it's actually not too difficult, and you can just learn by practicing and using your WordPress website, and you will get more familiar with all the options you have, and after a little bit, I can promise you it's just a lot of fun and not too difficult at all. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and if you have any questions or just want to know something you didn't really understand, just write me a comment below and I'm happy to answer your questions. And thanks for watching. Bye!